Good morning, guys.
Morning, sir.
Is my audio okay? Is it audible?
Yes.
Right. Thank you. So, can anyone tell me what we have discussed in last lecture?
About transistor.
Can you give me an overview? Just as a revision.
Bipolar junction transistor is of two types, NPN and PNP.
Okay.
And in bipolar junction, there are three types of terminals, emitter, base, and collector. Whereas emitter is like highly doped, base is lightly doped, and collector is moderately doped.
Okay.
It has two junctions, J1 and J2. J1 should be connected in forward bias, and J2 should be connected in reverse bias.
Okay. And if both are forward biased?
It is on.
Yes. Nothing but saturation.
Yes.
Yes. Can you explain me all the remaining three conditions also? If they are reverse biased, what will happen?
J2 is forward bias and J2 is reverse bias. It is active, that is, it acts as amplifier.
Okay.
If both are forward bias, that is saturation, which is on. If both are reverse bias, it is cutoff region, which is off. And J1 is reverse bias and J2 is forward bias, it is active.
Okay. And what about symbols of NPN and PNP? How to draw NPN symbol?
A circle, base, collector, and
Right. Next. What about direction?
direction of the current P to N.
On emitter or on collector?
Emitter.
That's it. So this arrow indicates direction of flow of current. Which one is better, NPN or PNP, and why?
NPN.
Correct.
NPN.
Why?
Electrons are
Right. Electrons are more than
holes.
simply mobility. What is meant by mobility?
Movement.
Mobility is nothing but moment. So here mu n, mobility of n is more compared to mobility of hole. Simply electron is greater than hole. So this is a condition. That's why we are going with NPN compared to PNP. Okay. And there are some new joinees. Who are they? Can you please respond? 3 students have joined. Lateral entry, I think. Who is this? Ramakrishna. Okay, Ramakrishna, and next one? Nitish Kumar, okay. Next. One more guy. Okay, do you have any idea about all this N-type and P-type materials? Nitish Kumar?
Yes, sir.
We are getting noise from your end. Can you tell me what are N-type and P-type? Examples. Because these are some of the basics. Yes. According to your knowledge, what are N-type materials? Are they third group or fifth group? Nitish Kumar. Okay, if you don't know, better I'll send you the recording so that you revise that unit number 1. We have already finished unit number 1. Now, in the last class only we have started unit number 2. Okay. At the same time, you check the assignment tab also, which is assigned to you previously. Try to finish that. Take help of your friends. So we are done with NPN and PNP. And can anyone tell me the reason behind this? Important for short. Why collector is more compared to emitter and base?
It has to collect charge carriers.
Since it has to collect the charge carriers, it should be more. And at the same time, heat should be dissipated across this point. Heat dissipation takes place. Next, you have discussed about this. What about doping? Yes, guys, what about doping?
Collector is moderately doped.
Okay, emitter is highly doped.
Highly doped and base is lightly doped.
That's it. And what about size?
Size, collector has large size.
That's it. Next, what is meant by unbiased? Unbiased difference.
Biased, adding external potential.
Okay, unbiased.
Unbiased, not adding external potential.
Okay, what is meant by charge gradient under unbiased case? And because of which, what is happening?
Because of charge gradient, depletion layer will be formed.
Okay. Depletion layer will be formed. And what about resistance under forward bias case and reverse bias case? What is the value?
Forward bias resistance decreases, reverse bias resistance increases.
So simply I will take it at 0 and infinite.
Infinity.
Decreases, here it increases. Correct. Next. So we have discussed all these concepts under unbiased case, and all these four criteria are very important. Under this, the majorly we'll go with amplifier case. It will be J1 will be forward biased and J2 will be reverse biased. This is the case mostly we'll use. And can anyone explain me this working of BJT? How I got the two equations at the end? Anyone? Yes, guys, anyone? Just I need the working of BJT. How I got these equations at the end. And what is meant by this alpha? What is IC naught?
Alpha is gain factor.
Gain factor.
Okay. What about IC naught?
Leakage collector.
Right.
Leakage current.
Leakage current, which is nothing but reverse saturation current. Yes, then what is meant by this N and what is 1 minus alpha N and what is this alpha N? How I got this?
Alpha N is recombination rate.
Correct. Next. This is nothing but recombination rate. Then how I got this equation at the end? IC is equal to alpha I into IC naught. What is happening exactly within that diagram? Is this NPN or PNP?
NPN.
PN.
This is NPN. So first case, J1 should be
Forward bias.
forward bias, J2 should be reverse biased. Now anyone try to explain the condition? Forward bias, reverse bias. Anyone tell about forward bias?
N is connected to negative,
to the
P
negative.
is connected to positive.
Okay. So what is happening internally? In which direction majority carriers are moving and minority?
Majority are towards the depletion region, that is towards the base.
Okay.
And minority is away from the depletion layer.
Okay. Next, in this case, under reverse bias?
Reverse bias, P is connected to negative and N is connected to positive. So majority carriers moves away from the base.
Okay,
and minority carriers move towards the base.
Okay. Now tell me what is happening internally within this base. We are done with emitter and collector now. You tell me about base.
As base is very small, so recombination takes place within it.
Okay. Will recombination rate will be less or more?
Less.
Correct, because it is very thin.
Very
Next.
thin.
What about majority and minority? How they are moving?
Majority move towards base to collector and minority from collector to emitter.
Minority. This is minority.
Collector
Within
to
this,
base.
base to emitter.
Base to emitter.
That's it. This is the direction. Okay. Then what is this assumption? N is equal to IE. Why I am taking only IE? Why not IB or IC? In this, which
The
one is
current
input and which one is
Emitter
output?
current to IE.
Okay, emitter current is IE. In this, which one is input and which one is output?
IE is input and IC is output.
Correct. IC is output. Or else simply emitter is nothing but input, collector is nothing but output. So my assumption is N is equal to I into E. Okay, next. How I got this equation? IB. Third one. See, my assumption is N is nothing but IE. So here the recombination factor is 1 minus alpha into N. So simply 1 minus alpha into
IE.
IE. So like this I got the base current IB. So this is third one. IB is nothing but 1 minus alpha into N. Next. Leftover in collector it is nothing but alpha into N. So IC can be written as alpha into
IE.
That's it. These three equations are very important. So anyone, any doubts with this concept? What is happening exactly about majority and minority? And what kind of current will majority carriers create? Is it diffusion current or drift current?
Diffusion.
Diffusion, correct. What about drift?
Drift.
minority carriers.
Minority carriers.
That's it. Randomly, I'll call one rule number. You try to explain me this. Nitin? Ajay? Tell me about NPN transistor working.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Explain, quick.
Hello.
Yes, yes. Continue. Explain the working of NPN transistor.
Hello. Sir, some network issues. Hello.
Guys, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can anyone explain me the working of NPN? This is NP and N. Forward biased and reverse biased. Can anyone tell me why I took as VBE? Why not VEB?
As positive
The
is
positive
connected
terminal
to base.
Correct. Next. VCB?
As positive is connected to the collector.
So these notations are very important. So from positive to negative, so direction of current is something like this. In this also, it will enter and from here it will leave. So this is nothing but the direction of emitter current. Here this is base, this is collector. And can anyone tell me the KCL at this node?
IB is equal to IE plus IC.
IB is equal to IE.
IE is equal to IB plus IC.
IE is equal to IB plus IC. Current entering is equal to current leaving. So this notation will be same for all the different types of configurations. And the voltage from base to emitter can be written as VBE, and from collector to base it can be written as VCB, and here from collector to emitter it can be written as VCE. Simply positive symbol. See here, from positive to negative I'm going. Here also same thing, from positive to negative. That's why VCE. Here this is VBE. And during forward bias, depletion region will decrease, whereas in case of reverse bias, depletion region will increase. That's why here resistance will be infinite, here resistance will be 0. What is the definition of transistor?
Transferring signals from low to high.
That's it, transferring of signal from low to high is nothing but a transistor. So I hope you know the working of NPN, and the same thing is applicable with PNP also, which we have seen in the last class, right? So the next type of concept is configuration types. So generally we know there are three terminals like emitter, base and collector. Now here we shall see what will happen if emitter is grounded. If emitter is grounded, we call it as common emitter. If base is grounded, it is called as common base. If C is grounded, it is nothing but common collector. So here C can be called as grounded or simply common. Common in the sense grounded. So based on that, we got three types of configurations: CB configuration, CE, and CC. Common base means base is connected to ground. If it is common emitter, emitter is grounded. Same concept, C is grounded. So from this three, you may get one of the long question followed by derivations also. So what is the input terminal? Emitter or collector?
Emitter.
Emitter is input. Collector is nothing but output. Now we shall see each and every diagram in detail. Say this. CB configuration, common base. So is this NPN or PNP? Identify the type of transistor.
PNP.
NPN.
NPN. See, the direction is from P to N and it is on emitter. So the transistor which I'm using is NPN.
NPN.
Done. Next, as it is common base, what should I do? Which one should be grounded?
Base should be grounded.
Base.
Base should be grounded. See, that's why I've connected. This is nothing but base, right? So I've connected base to ground. And this is nothing but ground, meaning 0 volt. Okay. Next, this is input side and this is output side. Whereas this base is in common between input and output. Now this is emitter. So current will be IE. Output is nothing but collector. So output current will be
IC.
IC. Can anyone tell me what is the input current? Input current is nothing but IE. Input voltage. What is input voltage?
V.
VEE. Okay. And base is connected to positive and emitter is connected to negative. How should I take VBE or VEB?
VBE.
That's it. VBE. Next, here you try to guess from here to here. Which one is positive and which one? VBC.
VBC.
One important thing. This is first loop. This is second. While you are going with first one, check this notation. While you are going with second one, you check this one.
VCB, sir.
That's it. This is VCB. Now, input current. Input current is nothing but IE. Input voltage is
VEE.
VEE, which is nothing but VEB. Okay, anything you can take, VEE or VEB. Whereas VEE nothing but this is external potential. I mean external bias. Okay, next, what about output current?
IC.
Output current is IC. Next, output voltage?
ICB
V-
or I. VCC.
VCB or VCC.
VCC.
So these two notations are very important. Now based on these notations, we'll try to draw the VI characteristics. Like how you have drawn for PN diode, voltage versus current characteristics. In the same manner, we'll get this kind of graph for BJT also, which we shall see. This is nothing but breakdown point. This is forward biased in case of diode, and this is reverse biased. And what about this alpha?
Efficiency.
Okay, efficiency, or it can also be called as
Gain.
Gain.
okay, or current gain or voltage gain.
It is current
Current gain.
input, then it's current gain.
It is current gain, or simply it can be called as amplification factor. Amplification factor. These are the names for this alpha. So generally, he will try to ask you to write the relationship between all these three. There are three types: alpha, beta, and gamma. Which these two comes in the next picture. So here alpha is for common base. Okay, it is nothing but efficiency or gain. Gain is nothing but output by input. I'm calling it as current gain because output current is IC followed by input current is
IE.
IC by IE as base is grounded. Next type of configuration, common emitter, meaning
Emitter is grounded.
Emitter is
that's it.
grounded.
See here, emitter is connected to ground. Next, you tell me about input current and input voltage. First, input current.
IB, sir.
Correct. IB. Next, input voltage
VBB.
VBB
or
or V.
VBE.
correct. It is VBE. Next, come to second portion, output part. What is output current?
IC.
Right. Output voltage
VCC
VCC.
or
or VBE.
VCE.
VCE. This is a portion C. VCE. Clear or any more doubts with this? Simply you check within this loop followed by this loop. Okay. So this is nothing but input part. This is nothing but output part. So similar to alpha, which is nothing but a gain. In case of common emitter, we call it as beta. This is also gain. So gain is nothing but output by input. What is output current in this case, in this diagram?
IC.
Okay, input current?
IB.
IB. That's why beta is called as IC by IB.
IB.
Next, about alpha is nothing but IC by?
IE.
So this
IE.
is for common base, this is for common emitter. So suppose if it is common emitter, there should not be any current because of emitter. Suppose if it is common base, there is no term of IB. So please make a note of alpha and beta. These notations are very important. And next type of configuration is common collector, meaning
Collector is grounded.
see, that's why I have changed the polarity. I mean direction of transistor. Identify this one. Is this NPN or PNP?
NPN.
This is N, this is P, this is N. So the polarity is from P to N, correct. This is NPN transistor. Next, as it is common collector, collector is connected to ground. Next, can anyone tell me what is input current and input voltage?
IB is input current.
Okay. Voltage?
VBB is voltage.
Or
VBC.
VBC.
VBE.
VBE or VBC?
C.
C,
Correct. Next, output.
I.
Output current is?
I.
Okay.
IE.
V voltage is VEE.
Okay. VEE or?
VCE.
VEC.
EC or CE?
ECE.
VEC.
VCE. Check this polarity. This is positive. Positive is connected here. Negative. From positive to negative. This is nothing but VCE. Okay. Let me ask others also because others are not responding. So rule number 8. Rule number 8. Can you tell me about CB configuration?
CB input
what is
current
input current and what is input voltage? Yes, just tell me what you have understood by these three configurations.
CB input current is IB.
Input current is IB. What is the meaning of common base?
Base
Common
is grounded.
base. Correct. If base is grounded, there won't be any current because of base, right?
Sure.
Then what is input current? Just
IC.
follow the polarity. IC. IC or IE? You check this diagram. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me then. Which is input side and which is output side?
IE is the input current.
Okay.
Input voltage is VEE
Or
VEB.
EB or BE? Check the polarity. VBE. Okay, next. About output, because these notations are very important.
Output current is IC.
Okay, voltage?
VCC or
Or?
VCB.
Right. Rule number 9. Rule number 9. If no response, I'll mark as absent. 13.
Yes, sir. Roll number 9.
Rule number 9. Can you tell me about alpha? What is meant by alpha?
Alpha is the common base configuration. Common base configuration.
Common base configuration or else common base amplification factor?
Amplification factor.
Okay, what is meant by amplification?
Amplification is the output by input.
Okay, what is output? Is it current or voltage?
Current.
Okay, what is output current in case of CB?
CB output current. I base.
Output current in common base. One important thing, if it is common base, base is grounded. So there is no term of IB. So
Okay.
only IE or IC should be present. Now you tell me what is output current and what is input current.
Input current is IE and output current is IC.
That's it. This is nothing but alpha.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Next rule number 13. Okay, I'll mark 13 as absent. 14. Rule
Yes,
number
sir.
14. What is beta?
Beta is a CE configuration amplification factor.
Okay. Output by input current. What is output current?
IC.
Input.
IB.
That's it. And there is one more name for beta also, which we shall see later. Simply remember now. It is called as transport factor. Okay. Simply we call it as transport factor. And another name for gamma. This is nothing but emitter injection efficiency. Emitter injection efficiency. Once again, we shall see all these terms in detail. But till now, just you remember alpha, beta, and gamma are nothing but gain, which is nothing but amplification factor. Alpha is for common base. This is for common emitter. This is for common collector. This is a thing which you need to know till now. We shall see in depth of all the types of configuration. So first configuration is common base configuration. For this, I'm making use of NPN transistor and amplification factor is alpha. See this diagram now. This is called as common base. Why? Because I've connected base to ground, and this is nothing but NPN transistor. And input current. Input current is nothing but IE. Next input voltage is VBE. Next here input current is IC. Sorry, output current and output voltage. Output voltage is VCB or VCC. Anything is okay. Now I hope you are perfect with KVL, right? Can anyone apply
Yes, sir.
KVL within this first loop and tell me the answer? See, from positive to negative, it is something like this. Apply KVL in loop number 1 and tell me the answer. Anyone. And others, you try to solve the KVL within loop number 2 also. Rule number 1. Can you tell me KVL in loop number 1? Rule number 2. Vamshi, I think. Yes. Mostly in this portion you'll get confused. See.
I equal to IB plus.
I is equal to I. No. I want KVL, complete KVL here because I've included resistor also. Tanvi, can you tell me?
Plus VEE.
Plus VEE.
Minus.
Plus.
Or else simply you start from here. See here, IB is going upward, whereas here IC is coming downward. So how can I write this? See, suppose if there is one resistor here, suppose you consider like this. This is simply you consider it as RE. Now tell me. V equal to I into R. So RE into IB minus IC. Can I write like this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, next. What is the voltage at this part? Positive and negative. So this is VBE, right? So plus VBE. Next, here positive and negative. So plus RE into IE. Okay. Next.
Minus VE.
Minus VEE is equal to 0. This is nothing but KVL for loop number 1. Can anyone try for loop number 2? Same concept again. It is in anti-clockwise direction. So better you start from here now again. RE into which current comes first? IC or IB?
IC.
Okay, IC plus IB or minus IB?
Minus IB. Minus IB.
Minus IB.
Next.
R.
So we are done with this.
RC.
Next here minus and plus.
Minus
V.
VCC.
Okay.
VCC.
Plus RC into IC.
RC into
Okay. Here it is minus, here it is plus.
Minus RE.
Minus, we are done with RE already. We are left with only one voltage. It is plus or minus?
Plus VCB.
VCB
Plus
is equal
VCB.
to 0. So this is nothing but KVL for loop number 2. So you try to practice some more loops also in the same manner. If there are multiple currents, mostly you'll get confused. Okay. So this is how we need to find the KVL for loop number 1 and KVL for loop number 2. So based on this relation, we need to find the value of alpha. So which we shall see in the next slide. So at the input, we'll give a strong signal or else weak signal.
Weak signal.
weak signal.
Why? We want
Strong
strong
Amplified.
It's nothing but amplified signal at the output part. So that's why here input should be forward biased and output should be reverse biased.
Reverse bias.
So forward bias case and reverse bias, that is J1 and J2. This works as an amplifier. Okay. Here now. You know that diode is nothing but single port, whereas bipolar junction transistor is nothing but two-port device. Means there is an input part followed by output part also. Suppose if base is grounded, this will look something like this. Base is grounded, so here it will be emitter part, here it will be collector. So diagram will be something like this. Base is connected to ground. This is nothing but emitter. So this is nothing but input portion. This is nothing but output portion. This is called as port number 1. This is called as port number 2. Whereas in case of diode, there is no such concept like port number 1 or 2. Only it is unidirectional. Current will flow from P to N or N to P?
P to N.
So current will flow from P to N. So simply I'm calling it a single port device, whereas bipolar junction transistor is two port. Why? Because it contains input part as well as output part. Now comes the picture. This is an important notation now. Here we need to draw the transfer characteristics, input followed by output. See here, what we know, input current is IE. Input IE versus input voltage is VBE for different values. For different values of output voltage VCB. We call this as input characteristics. Suppose if it is output, simply you consider output current and output voltage. So output current is IC and output voltage is VCB for different values of input current here. Here we are plotting with respect to output voltage and here we are plotting with respect to input current. So by using these two notations, we'll get two kinds of graphs. First, simply I'll try to show you the graphs. So it will look something like this. These are nothing but input characteristics. I mean input VI characteristics of BJT. And these are nothing but output characteristics. Now we shall see how I got those graphs. Okay, are you clear with this? I need to draw input characteristics and output characteristics of bipolar junction transistor under common base configuration. So here VEE or VBE both are same. VCC or VCB both are same. Right, and this is a notation which you need to follow. Positively connected part should be written first. That's why I'm writing it as VBE, not as VEB. And I hope we have discussed all these terminals, like what is meant by input current, input voltage, output current and output voltage for this diagram. So simple thing is you need to remember this diagram. If it is common base, base should be grounded and you take care of what is input current and voltage followed by output current and voltage. Say this. IC by IE. Is this alpha, beta, or gamma? Yes, guys.
Alpha.
Alpha.
So alpha is nothing but IC by IE. Output current by input current. Now we shall see. This is I out. This is input. So simply I can write it as gain. So AI is nothing but output current by input current. So generally gain is represented with A. Okay, if it is AI, it is nothing but gain because of current. Suppose if it is AV, then
Gain because of voltage.
that's it. Simply we can call it as voltage gain and this as current gain. So we have discussed all these parameters also. IE is equal to IB plus IC. How I got this?
KCL.
By applying KCL at the
KCL.
node which is present at the ground part. So emitter current is nothing but base plus collector. And what is this rate? How I got this? The diagram. I'm considering NPN transistor. So this is N, P, and this is N. Emitter, base, and collector. As this is common base configuration, I am connecting base to ground. Here one emitter followed by, I need to make it forward bias. That's why negative to negative, positive to positive. This is a connection. Here one of the resistor followed by output should be forward biased or reverse biased.
Reverse bias.
So N should be connected to positive and vice versa. So here this is positive and negative. As it is connected to collector, I'm calling it as VCC. Here I'm calling it as VEE. Now you have solved the KVL in loop number 1 also. Now you tell me what is happening internally. Negative is connected to N and positive is connected to P. So depletion region will be forward biased or reverse biased. This is nothing but junction J1. So simply junction J1 is forward biased. If it is forward biased, depletion region will decreases. Next. Here it is connected to positive, here it is connected to negative. So what will happen to depletion region?
Increases.
So depletion region will increase. So this is nothing but J2. So junction J2 is reverse biased, due to which depletion region is increasing. Okay. Which is flowing through this. This is the direction. This is the direction of IC. Okay. This is IE. At the same time, IB also is entering. This is nothing but direction of IE. Okay. So if I apply KCL at this point, entering current emitter is equal to collector plus base. From here, I got that relation. Clear till this point?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And suppose if I'm trying to increase this VEE greater than, suppose if I'm assuming like this diode is silicon. So suppose the cut-in voltage will be 0.7. So input voltage, if VEE is greater than 0.7, then what will happen? See, generally this is the diode. Suppose if this is silicon diode, which is having cut-in voltage of 0.7. When I'm applying the forward bias voltage, which is greater than 0.7, what will happen to the diode? Short or on? It is
short
circuited. So therefore there will be a flow of current. Here also the same thing will happen. If it is increased beyond certain point, the majority carriers which are present in emitter will enter into base. Okay. Now what will happen in base? In base what will happen? Recombination takes place. Okay. Suppose for example, I am assuming there are 100 remaining. How many charge carriers?
90.
So simply after recombination of 10 within this base region, the remaining will enter into the collector region. So this is the thing which will generally happen. So here recombination is more or less?
Less.
So recombination rate is very less. The reason behind this is base is
Very thin.
base is lightly doped, at the same time it is very thin. Okay, so this is a thing because of which recombination is very less. So due to which 0.95 to 0.98, I mean 95% to 98% of charge carriers will enter into IC. As they are emitted from emitter junction, only small recombination is taking place in base. That is only 5% to 2% recombination is taking place within this base, and rest everything is entering into the collector part. So from here we got that rate. Clear how I got this rate? Guys,
Sir, can you repeat?
Yes.
see here we know already this one. 100 is nothing but the number of charge carriers. If this is the number of charge carriers that is emitted from emitter part. Why? Because it is input and here this is the output. Our intention is we need to move a signal from input to output, that is by crossing this low resistance region and high resistance region towards collector end. Here, for example, I'm assuming there are 100 charge carriers which I have emitted from input end. And suppose if I'm assuming the recombination factor within base is 5% to 2%. So for example, I'm assuming this rate 5% to 2% is nothing but recombination rate. This is nothing but a recombination rate within base. Okay, so if I emit, this is N, this is P, and this is N. So if I'm emitting 100 charge carriers from emitter end, only 2 to 5% recombination is taking place within this base, and rest everything is entering into collector part, since the role of collector is to collect the charge carriers. Right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
It has to collect charge carriers. So only small amount of recombination is taking place, and this is a factor which I am assuming. Okay, it is in the range of 2% to 5%. So simply 100 minus 2 is 98. 100
98.
minus 5 is
95.
95. So simply 95% to 98% of charge carriers are present in IC. Okay, 100% I am sending. In that 2 to 5% are getting recombined, and the rest 95 to 98 charge carriers are entering into collector end. Clear or any more doubts? Because this concept is very important for you to understand amplification factors. If you're having any doubt, let me know. Once again, I'll tell. Samyukta, can you repeat once again how I'm getting 95% to 98%?
Yes, sir. In the emitter, we are giving the input as 100 charge carriers.
Okay.
So from when they move from the input to the base, the recombination rate in the base will be up to 2% to 5%.
Okay.
So if it is 10, the remaining will move into the collector. So if it is the recombination rate is 10, then the charge carriers in the collector will be 90. That is from 95 to 98%.
That's it. So this is a simple rule. This is an example which I've given for you to understand this concept. So 100%, out of which 2% to 5% are recombined, and rest 95 to 98% are present in collector end. Okay, this is the notation, simple. Or else you can explain in this manner also. This is NP, N. Here this will look something like this. Like this also you can draw. This is N, this is P, and this is N. Here this portion, I mean N2P is nothing but forward biased, and here P2N is nothing but reverse biased. Again the same explanation, but the diagram is changed. I've drawn in the form of diode simply. See, from there I got this factor. This is nothing but simply in the range of 95% to 98%. Generally, the amplification factor will be approximately equal to 1. Okay, but because of recombination rate, there is a 5% and 2% recombination is taking place. That's why at the end, I am getting 95 to 98% of charge carriers at the collector end. But generally, its value will be in the range of 1, I mean 100%. Clear or any doubts? Anyone? Do you want me to repeat once again? See here. How I got this? Emitter is nothing but collector plus base. This is because of KCL at the ground part. And what about this one? How I got this? IC is equal to alpha IE plus IC B naught. How I got this?
This is because of rate.
Again, the same
rate,
diagram. That's it. It is because of recombination rate. This diagram is very important, so please make a note. This is N. This diagram is getting changed. So here this is nothing but 1 minus alpha into N, and here I'll get alpha into N. So here this is emitter part, this is base, this is collector. So my main intention is I want what is happening within the collector end, right or wrong?
Yes.
So I want collector current. So collector current is nothing but it is in the range of alpha N. So alpha into N. N is nothing but IE. This is one. So alpha IE. At the same time, this junction is reverse biased or forward biased?
Reverse biased.
So as this junction is reverse biased, what kind of current will exist at this point? Majority or minority?
Minority.
Minority.
We are calling minority current as leakage current or else?
Reverse saturation
That's
current.
it, reverse saturation current. So reverse saturation current is present in IC when input is open. Here this is called as IC naught, which is nothing but reverse saturation current. That's why I'm adding this current IC naught. So that's why I got this relation as IC is nothing but alpha IE plus IC naught. Clear? Only these two formulas are very important for you to understand the rest of the concept. So here ICB naught. Why I'm taking a CB naught? Why not IC naught? Because I'm dealing with
configuration.
I'm dealing with common base configuration. Just for the sake of it, I'm representing this as common base and not. This is nothing but input is open. Input is open circuited. Simply ICB naught is nothing but reverse saturation current. Next, will reverse saturation current will be more or less?
Less.
So simply I'm neglecting this part. So what is the leftover thing is IC is equal to
alpha E.
Alpha E. Now you got the relation. IC is equal to alpha is equal to IC by IE. And what is the approximate value for alpha? 1.
0.92.
Correct. This is the exact value, 95 to 98. I mean 95% to 98%. But approximately it can be equal to 1. So this concept will come into the picture while solving the problems. This value becomes very important. 0.95 to 0.98. Why? Because 2 to 5% recombination is taking place in emitter or base?
Base.
Base. And can anyone tell me how I got this?
This is recombination rate.
That it is nothing but recombination rate. N, this is nothing but 1 minus alpha into N.
Alpha into N.
This is alpha N. N I'm assuming it as IE. So that this is base. So that's why I'll get base current. Base current IB is equal to 1 minus alpha into N is nothing but IE. That's it. From here I got this relation. So at the end, this relation becomes very important while solving the problems. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Clear? This is about common base configuration. Next, we shall draw the input characteristics and output characteristics. How to draw input characteristics? What is input current? In common emitter.
IC.
Input current. Input current
IE
is yes. IE versus
IC.
if this is N, P and N, this will be negative, this will be positive. It is VBE or VEB?
VEB.
VEB.
So
VBE.
input current, input voltage for different values of output voltage. Output voltage is VCB or VBC?
VCB.
So for this relation, now I need to draw the graph. So please you make note of this notation, which is very important. Okay, simply check the polarity. And I think everyone will get confused. Why? Because here base is connected to positive. Suppose if you see from this end, base is connected to negative. That's why you follow simple notation. If you want to write for input loop, just you follow this notation. For output loop, you follow this notation. 1, this is 1 and this is 2. See this graph. This is input current, this is output current. Here I'll get input voltage, here I'll get output voltage. So input voltage is nothing but VBE and output voltage is nothing but VCB, right? Again, the same
Yes.
characteristics, voltage, current. For different values of VCB. Can anyone tell me how I got this graph? Why this graph is moving towards left hand side if I'm increasing VCB value? See here, 0 volt, this is 8 volt, this is 18 volt. See, it is moving towards IE. How I got this and why? Any idea? Because
Sir,
you
as
know you have,
voltage increases, current also increases.
okay. How VCB and IE are related? How VCB and IE are related. We know that IE is nothing but input current, whereas VCB is nothing but output voltage. Then how it is depending? Suppose if it is output current, then you can say, suppose we know that V is equal to I into R. Suppose if this is output, V out is nothing but I out into R. So here that is not following that notation. See here, it is completely different. We are dealing with input current followed by output voltage. Now here comes a picture of one of the important concept, and 100% sure you'll get this for short. Concept called as early effect. Now you need to understand this concept in order to answer this relation, voltage followed by current. See here, we know that this is nothing but NPN transistor. I am forward biasing this, so negative, positive. Here I am reverse biasing, so positive and negative. As you know that junction J1 is forward biased and junction J2. Now tell me what is happening here. Junction J2, is it reverse biased or forward biased?
Reverse bias.
Okay, it is reverse biased. Now depletion region portion will be more in base or collector, or else will it be equal? I mean like this. If it's P and N, so are these two portions same? See, is it equal, or else will there be any change? Are both equally balanced?
Equal.
Wrong. They are not equally balanced. I'm getting noise from your end, Nitin, I think.
Yes, sir.
They are not equally balanced. Why? Because as base is very thin and it is lightly doped, so depletion region will penetrate more into the base. So the diagram will look something like this. So it will penetrate more into base end compared to collector. Why? Because it is lightly doped. So major part of the depletion region will enter into the base part. Clear? So let us see this diagram, which is called as early effect. See, I'm considering NPN transistor. This is N, this is P. Here from this red arrow, you follow this red arrow. This is nothing but P part and rest is N. Same condition, again it is forward biased. So this is nothing but depletion region because of J1. This is the depletion region because of J2. Now you can see this orange portion. The most of the portion is present in base compared to collector. Why? Anyone? Why depletion region is penetrating more into base? Why not collector?
Because base is lightly doped.
As base is lightly doped, majority of the portion is entering into the base. See, if this is the width of depletion region, or else simply this is nothing but width of the base. Okay, and as this is reverse biased, majority of the depletion region is present in base. So here I'm assuming the width of that portion is W plus the leftover part is nothing but W effective. So total width of the base is nothing but W plus W effective. Now as W is increasing because of VCB, then what will happen to V effective? V effective. See it here. Decreases, obviously. From here to here, this is nothing but the portion of base. In that already half of the part is occupied by W and the leftover part is nothing but W effective. So simply I'm writing total base width is nothing but W plus W effective. Why this width is increasing? This one, this width depends upon VBE or VCB?
VCB.
VCB. As VCB is increasing, depletion region will increase or decrease?
Increase.
So depletion region will increase. So as it is increasing, it is penetrating more into the base. So that's why this W will increase because of VCB. So if W is increasing, obviously effective width will decrease. So this is a portion of W effective. Now suppose if I further increase, it is trying to occupy this portion only again. So simply depending upon the VCB, this depletion part depends. This is called as early effect. So 100% you'll get this for short or else in the form of short note for 5 marks. Explain about early effect, which is also called as base width modulation. So width is changing because of VCB. That's why it is called as base width modulation. This is for common base or common emitter? Guys, is this common base or common emitter for which we are dealing? Common base. This is for common base. So early effect, as VCB is increasing, W will increase. As W will increase, W effective will decrease. If W effective will decrease, what is happening to IE? Why it is increasing? Why not decrease? These points are very important. This is V, but at this you consider VE. This is nothing but VCC, or else you can consider this as VCB also. If VCB increases, depletion region width will increase. If depletion region width increases, W effective will decrease. Okay. Why? Because total width of the base is nothing but W plus W effective. So as W effective is reducing, so I'm considering this portion as W effective. Okay. This portion as W effective. So once this W effective decreases, will recombination happen? Guys, will recombination takes place if this region is very small?
No. No.
So generally what is the range? It is in the range of 2% to
5%.
5%. Now what I'm doing is, again, because of increase in VCB, I'm trying to reduce this this portion also, so that the recombination will not take place. All the current, which is nothing but IE, will directly enter into collector end. So this is a region because of which IE is more compared to IB. Better we shall see with one of the example. The same example we shall consider. This is N, this is P, and this is N. Okay. This is nothing but N, P, and N. So initially we consider this as 10. Sorry, this is 100, this is 10, and the leftover is nothing but 90. Now, because of base width modulation, this is getting further reduced. I mean, suppose I'm assuming this as 2 now. So how many carriers will enter into collector now?
98.
98. So recombination is very less, because of which emitter current is increasing. Suppose for this case, tell me, suppose if it is 100, if there is no base width modulation, and suppose the recombination rate, if I am assuming it as, say, suppose 40. So what is the output?
60.
So 60. Now IE is more or less? Now IE is less. Whereas in this case, IE is more. So simple concept. For IE to be more, recombination rate should be less. This is an important notation. Please make a note. In order to increase IE, recombination rate should be less. That's why I'm getting more IE compared to IB. This is a region called as base width modulation. So simply because of increase in reverse bias potential, the depletion region is penetrating more into base. Why it is penetrating more into base? The reason is it is very lightly doped, followed by it is very thin. So 100% sure you'll get this question. Now you tell me this. See here, VCB increases. VCB means, is it forward biasing the BJT or reverse biasing?
Reverse bias.
This is reverse biasing. So depletion region will
increase.
Okay. If depletion region increases, what will happen to W effective?
Decreases.
W effective decreases. If W effective decreases, what will happen to recombination rate?
Increases.
Recombination rate.
Decreases.
Recombination rate decreases. So because of which one will increase?
IE will increase.
That's it. So from here we can say that as VCB increases, IE increases. See, that's the notation. From 0, 8, I'm increasing the VCB. If VCB is increased, obviously IE will increase. That's why it is moving towards IE. Here IE is in the form of milliamperes, whereas VB is nothing but it is in the form of volts. Clear or any doubts? Better I'll call some random numbers to try to explain you once again. Rule number 21. Rakesh. Okay, I'll mark absent for Rakesh. Next, rule number 24. Rule number 24. No response. 25. Next, Devika. Sampath. Okay, those are not responding. Simply I'll mark absent for them. 23 is absent. 19. Charan.
Yeah.
Yes, Charan. Can you explain me about this input characteristics and the common base configuration?
Sir, in this, the input current is IE.
Okay.
And the input voltage will be VBE. Output voltage will be VCB.
Okay.
For input, we have to take KVL in first loop, sir.
Okay.
In second one, we have to take for output, sir.
Okay. How I got this graph?
And the current.
So can you explain me about early effect, which can also be called as base width modulation? What is happening exactly? Quick. If you want diagram, I'll yes, please see the diagram and explain. Rule number 14.
Yes, sir.
Yes, can you explain me this?
Yes, sir.
Just try to
So
explain.
the depletion layer is major in the base compared to the collector because the base is lightly doped.
Okay.
So the total width of the base will be width plus width effective.
Okay.
So when W increases, W effective decreases. And if W increases, the voltage across, I mean that is VCB, that also increases. Okay.
Next, you concentrate on W effective now.
W effective, as W effective decreases, the input current increases.
Okay, why? Because recombination rate?
Recombination rate should be less.
Decombination rate decreases because of reduce in W effective. Recombination rate decreases. That's why IE is increasing. See, from here I got this graph. That's why as reverse bias voltage VCB is increased, then IE is increasing. That's why it is moving from right to left. Next, can anyone explain me about output characteristics now? How will you plot output from this diagram? What is output current and what is output voltage?
Output current is IC.
Okay.
VCB is output voltage.
For different values of current or voltage? for different values of IE. These are nothing but
Voltage.
Current.
output. Suppose if you are dealing with input, consider voltage. If you are dealing with output, consider current. Can anyone explain now? IC versus VCB for different values of IE. Again, everything will be same. How I got this IC is equal to alpha IE plus ICB naught? The current which is present in collector is nothing but alpha N plus reverse saturation current. Here N is nothing but
IE.
IE.
So that's why I got this point. Now what I'm doing is I'm plotting IC, which is nothing but output current, VCB, which is output voltage for different values of input current IE. Now what I'm doing is, suppose if I put IE is equal to 0 in this equation, I'm putting IE is equal to 0. So this will get cancelled. So IC is nothing but reverse saturation current ICB naught. See from here, when IE is 0, I got reverse saturation current. See, this is very small. Okay. Now next, I'm trying to increase IE value. If IE is 1 millivolt, simply you substitute here. IC is equal to alpha into 1 millivolt plus ICB naught. As ICB naught is very small, you can neglect this point also. So IC is equal to alpha into IE. So alpha can be written as IC by IE. So again, I got this notation, and these are reverse bias characteristics. These are almost equivalent to PN diode working only. See, in PN diode, I got characteristics something like this. So under forward biased, it is increasing, and under reverse bias, small minority current. Next breakdown. This is reverse biased. This is forward biased. Just I've tried. I've drawn the symmetrical diagram of it. I folded in this way, so that I got a graph something like this. Okay, I'm trying to plot it in first quadrant. That's why the graph is like this. Here for different values of emitter, IE, if it is 0, this is simply reverse saturation current. Now, if IE is increased, so I'm getting IC value as 1. Next, if IE is 2 milliamperes, I'm getting as 2. And if it is 3 milliamperes, it is something like this. Simply I'm following this formula. IC is equal to IE, which is followed by an amplification factor. IC is equal to alpha into IE. And there are 3 different regions. Here, this region is called as active. This is called as saturation. And this down portion is called as cutoff. How to operate a transistor in cutoff region? Anyone? How to operate a transistor in cutoff region?
Both
Reverse
the junctions
bias.
should be reverse biased.
That's it. Both should be reverse biased to operate in saturation region conditions.
Both should be forward biased.
Both should be forward biased. For active,
J1 should be forward.
J1
and
should be forward biased,
reverse.
J2 should be reversed.
so in which region it will work as an amplifier?
In
In active region.
active
That's
region.
Active region.
So simply in active region, it is functioning as an amplifier. That's why as IE is increasing, I'm getting IC. So it's working as an amplifier. Why? Because output current IC is equal to alpha into IE. Output current IC is controlled by input current IE. That's why bipolar junction transistor is called as current controlled current device. It is called as current control device. Why? Because I'm controlling output current IC by changing input current IE. So this is very important. IC is equal to alpha into IE. So these are some of the parameters of common base configuration. So alpha is nothing but amplification factor. So obviously there will be 3 characteristics: input resistance, output resistance, followed by gain. Let us see what is input resistance. So what we know, R is equal to V by I. How I got this? From Ohm's law. If V is equal to I into R, I can write R is equal to V by I. So you consider only for input now. What is input voltage in this portion?
VB by
VBE. And what is input current?
IE.
IE.
IE. For different values of output voltage. Output voltage is VCB. So that's it. This is nothing but input resistance. Okay. Next, output resistance. Now you consider only loop number 2. What is output voltage?
VCB.
What is output current?
IC.
IC.
Again, R is equal to V by I. So voltage is VCB by IC.
IC.
If for different values of input current. Okay. So simply this is R out. R output is nothing but V by I, which is nothing but output voltage by output current for different values of input. And how you have plotted output characteristics? A relation IC versus IC versus VCB for different values of current or voltage.
IE.
For
Current.
different values
Voltage.
of current.
Current.
And what about input characteristics? What is the input current?
IE. What
Input voltage.
IE.
Next, input voltage.
VBE.
Okay. For different values of voltage or current.
Voltage.
That's it.
Current. Voltage.
See, that's why for output characteristics, I is constant. That's why I is constant. For input characteristics, that's why VCB should be constant. Next, as you know this, alpha is nothing but gain, which is nothing but output by input. As it is output current by input current, that's why I'm calling it as output current by input current. That's why I'm calling it as current gain. AI or else alpha. Both are same. Okay. Is it current control device or voltage control device?
Current control device.
Current.
So that's why this is called as current control device. So this is all about CB. Now next is common emitter. Can anyone take the initiative to explain me this? Common emitter. Again, everything will be same. Only parameters change followed by input and output. So here I'm calling it as beta for common emitter. So this is the diagram. So as it is common emitter, emitter is connected to ground. See this is the emitter which is connected to ground. Now tell me input current is, what is input current?
IB.
Okay.
IB.
IB versus what is the input voltage?
VBE.
Okay. For different values of voltage or current?
Voltage.
Oh, tell me voltage VCE or VCB?
VCE.
VCE. This is nothing but input. Now tell me about output.
IC.
Okay.
IC versus
Is VCE.
Okay. For different values of input current or voltage?
Current.
IB or IE?
Current.
IB. That's it. So here input current, this is input voltage, IC is output current, and this is nothing but output voltage. You explain me this. Again, these two are default. Okay, now anyone try to explain me this? This is common emitter. So there is no term of emitter current. Only the relation should be in terms of IC and IB. So here we know that emitter current is equal to collector current plus base current. And the formula for IC is nothing but alpha IE plus ICB naught. Now I don't want IE. So I need to eliminate this term. So simply what I'm doing is I'm trying to substitute this equation.
IC plus IB.
IC plus IB.
IC
Alpha into IC plus IB.
plus ICB naught. Next is left hand side. IC minus alpha IC is equal to alpha IB plus ICB naught. So if I take IC as common,
1 minus alpha is equals to alpha IB plus
ICB naught. So I want IC. So this can be written as 1 by 1 minus alpha into IB. So ICB naught. So here comes the picture of beta. So here beta is nothing but this term. Beta is equal to alpha by 1 minus alpha. Alpha by 1 minus alpha. These are very important while solving problems. So simply I'm trying to replace. So IC is equal to beta into IB plus. Then what about 1 minus alpha? Simply what will I do is I'll add 1 beta plus 1. So that this will be alpha by 1 minus alpha minus 1. You solve this and tell me. So beta plus 1 can be written as alpha minus 1 minus of minus. This will be plus by 1 minus alpha. So plus and plus gets cancelled. So can I write it as beta plus 1? Beta plus 1 into IC B naught. Is this correct or any doubts?
Sir, alpha plus alpha is 2 alpha minus 1 by 1 minus alpha.
Wait, all right, let me write. So beta is equal to alpha by 1 minus alpha. I'm taking as beta plus 1.
Plus 1.
So alpha by 1 minus alpha minus 1.
Minus 1.
Plus 1. Okay, so simply I'm adding plus 1 on both sides. So alpha plus 1 minus alpha by 1 minus alpha. Plus alpha minus alpha is cancelled. So beta plus 1 is equal to 1 by. Is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
So that's why I'm replacing 1 by 1 minus alpha with beta plus 1. So that's why the entire relation is something like this now. IC is equal to beta IB plus 1 plus beta into IC B naught.
So
Just in order to write it in the form of beta. Why? Because for common emitter, it should be in the form of beta, right? There should not be any terms of alpha. That's why in order to write it in the form of beta, I'm doing this. And what is the relation that we got?
-1, sir?
Okay, let us add. So beta is equal to alpha by 1 minus alpha. Suppose if it is beta minus 1, this will be minus 1. So alpha minus of 1 into 1 minus alpha by 1 minus alpha. So this can be written as alpha minus 1 plus alpha by 1 minus alpha. So I won't get the relation, right? 2 alpha minus 1 by 1 minus alpha.
Okay.
But my requirement is 1 by 1 minus alpha is my requirement. Clear?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
And what is the end answer that we got for common emitter? For common base configuration, there should not be any base current. So the relation will be in terms of IC and IE. So IC is equal to alpha IE plus ICB naught. So this is the relation which I got for common base. Now for common emitter, there should not be
IB is equal to.
So IB and IC should be there. Now you tell me IC is equal to beta IB.
Beta IB
Plus beta IB.
ICB naught.
Correct? This is for common base. This is for common emitter. Now here one more change. Here 1 plus beta into ICB naught can be written as ICE naught. So this can be written as ICE naught. Why? Because this is common emitter configuration. That's why the reverse saturation current is because of common emitter. So the end relation will look something like this. C is equal to beta IB plus ICE naught. So same as this equation only. Here it is common base. That's why ICB naught. Here it is common emitter. That's why ICE naught. Both are same. Anything you can use either this one or this one. Clear or any doubts with these relations? See what we know, alpha will be in the range of. What is the range of alpha in common base?
95 to 98, sir.
95
2
to
5%.
I'm not asking the recombination rate.
Alpha.
Alpha. Only alpha in collector. So 0.95 to 0.98. And what is the relationship between alpha and beta? Beta is equal to alpha by
1 minus alpha.
Now you try to substitute 0.95 here. 0.95 by 1 minus 0.95. Tell me the answer. Beta. 0.95 divided by 1 minus 0.95.
19.
So I'll get 19. Suppose I'm assuming it as case number 1. Now next. Let me change the color. Now you substitute 0.98. So here beta is equal to 0.98 by 1 minus 0.98. What is the answer?
49.
So this is nothing but 49. So can I write for 0.95 I got the answer as 19 and here I got the answer as 49. But the default range for beta is it will be in the range of 50 less than or equal to beta less than or equal to 400. This is the general range for beta. What is the range for alpha? Alpha range is from 0.95 to 0.98. Whereas beta will be in the range of 50 to 400. These two ranges are very important while solving problems. For theory, no need of remembering this, but for problems, you need to remember at least. So the beta will be in the range from 50 to 400, whereas alpha is nothing but 0.95 to 98. So alpha is for common base or common emitter? Alpha.
Common
Yes, sir.
base.
Common base. This is for common emitter. At the end, I got this relation. IC is equal to beta IB plus ICB naught. So I can write 1 plus beta into ICB naught as ICE naught. So end relation is something like this. IC is equal to beta IB plus ICE naught. So here amplification factor is nothing but beta. Okay. So beta is equal to output current IC by input current IP. This can also be called as transport factor. Or else simply you can remember it as current amplification factor under common emitter configuration. Now try to plot the input characteristics. How I got this? Can anyone explain me now? Now you see here, if VCE is increased, it is moving away from IB. Why? VCE. So can I write like this? What about VCE means? This is positive, this is negative. So from here to here, I'm calling this as VCE. Okay, VCE can be written as VCB. See this one, VCB plus VB. Can I write like this? VCE is equal to VCB plus VBE. What is VCB? Will it forward bias the junction or reverse bias the junction?
Reverse bias.
It is reverse bias the junction. So depletion region will
Increase.
and it will penetrate into base or collector.
Base.
It will penetrate into base. If it penetrates into base, what will happen to W effective?
Decreases.
If W effective decreases, what will happen to IE?
Increases.
IE increases. What will happen to IB? As recombination rate is less.
Decreases.
That's it. So IB is decreases. Now I want this one. Whereas in previous characteristics, I've concentrated on IE. Now I want only IB. Okay. See, that's why it is decreasing. That's why it is moving from right to left. That is away from IB. That's why it is moving from in this direction. Whereas in the previous characteristics, if you see, it is here. It is moving towards IE. Why? Because here IE is increasing. Now I want in terms of IB. So IE is decreasing.
IB, IE. What?
Hello, who is this? Getting irritated, I think.
Sir, what is W effect?
What is
W effect, sir?
W effective? This is nothing but the value which I'm assuming. See, this is the base, emitter and base, and it is approaching towards base. So this is a region. If I'm assuming the entire width as W, this is nothing but this is W. As W is increasing, this remaining portion I'm assuming as W effective, which is nothing but effective width.
Of the depletion region.
Effective width of base, not depletion region. It is effective width of base. Whereas WB is nothing but the entire width of base. You can take any other value also, like A or B also you can take, no issue. So that entire width will be A plus B. I think everyone are getting irritated with this concept. It will look in the same manner only, alpha, beta, gamma. After finishing all this relation, you'll get confused definitely. Right, can anyone explain me this now? Input characteristics once again. Tanvi?
Yes, sir.
Yes, can you tell me what is happening? Why it is moving away from IB?
in reverse bias, as depletion region increases, ECB also increases. So it penetrates into the base.
Okay.
And W effect will decrease. And so as W effect decreases, IE increases, and as IE increases, IB decreases.
Why IB is decreasing? Because
Of
recombination rate is
very less.
Okay, that's why it is moving away. So here one more notation is IE and IC currents will be in the form of milliamperes, whereas IB will be in the form of microamperes. Base current is very small. That's why I'm considering it as micro. Micro means 10 power minus 3 or 10 power minus 6?
Minus 6.
Minus
10 power minus 6.
Milli means 10 power minus 3. Again, the same picture of early effect also. As VCV is increasing, W is increasing, because of which effective width is decreasing. So the recombination is very less. So that's why IB is also very less. Again, the same concept of early effect. So better you read early effect only for CB, so that you can write all the others also. Common base early effect, which is nothing but base width modulation. And output. So you're plotting output characteristics for output current IC versus output voltage VCE for different values of IB. IB will be micro or milli?
Micro.
Micro.
Sir.
IC?
Milliamp.
IE? Milliamperes only. Only changes base. As it is very small, it will be in the range of microamperes. Now see this graph. Output characteristics for common emitter. Now tell me what is happening here. What is the relation? IC is equal to beta IB. Beta can be written as IC by IB. So output is VCE and output current is IC for different values of input current IB. So how I got IB is equal to 0? In which relation I have substituted? This is a relation. So I got IC is equal to beta IB plus 1 plus beta ICB naught. Suppose if base current IB is equal to 0, so that IC is nothing but beta plus 1 into ICB naught, which can also be called as ICE naught. So this is nothing but reverse saturation current. So this region is nothing but cutoff region. Okay. Now as base IB is increasing, obviously IC is also increasing because they are directly proportional if you see here. Okay. Any more doubts with this concept? Everything will be very confusing because as you are learning this for first time, so it will take some time for you to understand. But once if you are familiar, it will be very easy. What about these parameters? Anyone tell me the value? What is the input voltage and R is equal to V by I. What is input voltage?
VB.
VBE. Input current?
IB.
IB. For different values of voltage or current?
Current. Voltage.
Voltage. Input is for voltage. Next, for output. Output means you consider this loop. Again, R is equal to V by I. What is the output voltage?
VC.
VC. Output current?
IC.
Here, for different values of?
IB. Current.
Different values of current IB. I hope you know this relation again. Alpha is equal to IC by, not alpha. IC by IE here. Suppose if it is beta, it will be IC by IC is equal to alpha IE. IC is equal to beta IB. You simply follow this. This is not alpha, this is beta. So beta is equal to IC by IB, which is nothing but current gain, or it can also be called as transport factor. So better you revise till here because if I go further, you'll get saturated. Again, this is also a simple concept. Once if you go through, you'll understand this one also. Characteristics will almost be same as CE only. So if there are any doubts in these two configurations, let me know. CE and CB. So Nitin, rule number 4, I think he's not there. Rule number 15. Please answer this question and raise your hand. Rule number 15. 16. I'm marking absent for 15. Rule number 16. Please respond if you are there. 17.
Yes, sir.
Yes, 16. Can you explain me about alpha, beta? What is alpha and what is beta? Yes, Chetan, I think. Rule number 16.
Yes, sir, but I don't know.
Why? At which point you have not understood? Next, 17. Rule number 17. So rule number 5 and 14, please raise your hand. Next, rule number 17. Can you answer what is alpha and what is beta?
Alpha is
Saujanya.
the base
Yes.
ground and configuration amplifier.
Okay. Yes, continue. Common base. Next, what about beta? Everything is there here only. Beta is nothing but common emitter.
On emitter and transfer.
Raise your hand, Saujanya. Next, rule number 19.
Sir.
Yes, sir. You tell me the relation for common base. What is the output? IC is equal to end equation. IC is equal to alpha IE
Alpha I
plus
ICO.
ICB not.
Okay. Next, you tell me for beta. Output current IC is equal to?
IC is equals to beta IB.
Okay.
Plus IVB not.
Or you can write like this also. 1 plus beta into IC B naught. Or else IC is equal to beta IB. That's it.
Plus ICE not.
IC E naught. Generally, this relation will be very useful while solving the problems only. So beta plus 1 into IC B naught can be written as IC E naught. Later we shall solve some problems also. Okay, raise your hand. Next 21. 21. However, 21 is not responding. Absent. Yes, 21. Why you're not responding quickly? Just tell me what you have understood in today's lecture. What are the topics that we have discussed?
Base configuration.
Okay.
Alpha base configuration. Alpha beta configuration.
Okay. What is the relationship between alpha and beta? Beta is equal to?
Beta equals to AC by IB.
1 minus alpha. Beta is equal to alpha by 1 minus alpha. This is the relation.
Okay, sir.
And what about beta plus 1?
Beta plus 1.
1 by 1 minus
1
alpha.
minus alpha.
1 by 1 minus alpha. Okay, raise your hand. Try to listen at least. Next rule number.
Thank you.
23. Sampath.
Yes, sir.
Please tell me what you have understood in today's lecture. What are the topics that we have seen? Sampath.
Yes, sir.
Just tell me what you have discussed today. You're listening or not? Next rule number 24.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Tell me what we have learned today. What are the topics that we have seen?
I have not understood properly, so that's why I don't.
Why? Which topic you have not understood? Can you explain me about Zener diode? 24. Can you explain me about
Yes,
Zener?
sir.
Yes, tell me. Tell me the working of Zener diode. This is from unit number 1. Next, rule number 25. Rule number 25. (304) Ramakrishna.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, Ramakrishna. What you have understood in today's lecture?
Today we will discuss transistor configuration.
Okay.
In that
How many configurations are there?
we have 3 configurations will be there.
Okay, what are they?
Common base configuration, common emitter configuration, common collector configuration.
Okay, good. Your lateral entry, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, only today was your first class.
No, sir. This is my second
class. What is the
Yes.
previous class that you have seen? Unit number 2, right?
Introduction of transistor.
Okay, no problem. Better. Tanvi, can you please add him to our group?
Sir, I have added.
You have added. Okay. So Ramakrishna, you try to follow those lecture videos are there for unit number 1. You try to revise those.
Okay, sir.
Please raise your hand. Next, rule number 306.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon,
Yes,
sir.
tell me what you have learned. Yeah, good afternoon.
So today
What
I
you
have
have seen in
learned.
today's?
Sir, actually, this is my first class, and today I have learned about the different types of transistor configurations
Okay.
and the different types of characteristics of the transistor, the input characteristics and output characteristics. And in those characteristics, I have seen the variations of the current
Right.
with the varying base current. And I have also learned about the configurations alpha, beta, and gamma, sir, as respectively
Okay,
the
what is the
common
relationship between alpha and beta?
beta equals to alpha by 1 minus alpha, sir, and beta plus 1 equals to alpha by 1 minus alpha.
Beta plus 1 is equal to 1 by 1 minus alpha. Right.
Yes, sir.
And can you explain me about what is alpha and what is beta?
So alpha
In which
is the
configuration?
common base, sir.
Okay.
Beta,
and beta
is
is for?
the common emitter.
Good. And what is the end relation that we got for common base?
That actually I didn't understand, but I have an idea about just the configuration. So yes.
Right. And what about the KCL that we have applied across the node?
KCL,
Emitter current is nothing but collector followed by base.
base, yes. IC plus IB. Yes, I understand.
And what about gamma?
Gamma is the common collector, sir. Common collector configuration.
Good.
Collector
Nothing
grounded.
but common collector configuration. What is meant by common collector? Meaning?
Collector is grounded, sir.
That's it. Collector is connected to ground.
Ground, yes, sir.
And what is the range of alpha?
0.95 to 0.9.
Correct. Next, what about the range of beta?
No, sir.
It will be in the range of 50 to 400. Correct.
Yes, sir. 50 to 400. Yes, sir.
Right. Thank you.
Yes,
Please
sir. Thank
raise
you,
your
sir.
hand.
Okay, sir.
Next, rule number 307. Rule number 307. So 307 is absent. Next, 308.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, good afternoon.
Sir, I'm lateral
What is meant by
sir. Today
transistor?
is my first class, sir.
Acha, okay.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Today
then
we
no
have
problem.
learned about common base and common emitter configuration, sir, of transistors.
Okay.
And early effect, sir. And it is also called as base width modulation.
Okay, can you explain me about base width modulation? Just as an overview.
Okay.
Just what is happening exactly? Will it depends upon VCB or?
When the VCB is increases, width will increases.
Okay, when VCB is increases, width is increasing. Okay.
Yes,
What
sir.
will happen to effective width?
And when W increases and effect decreases, sir.
Okay.
And W effect decreases, IA will increases, sir.
Right. Good. Thank you. Please raise your hand.
Okay, sir.
So guys, once again, try to revise all those concepts so that if you're having any doubts, let us discuss in next class. So no more doubts, right?
ఆల్రెడీ అంత ఎలా చూసుకుంటే చెప్తున్నాం అందరికీ అండర్స్టాండ్ చేస్తూనే ఉన్నా వెంటనే
ఆడ ఎట్లా చెప్పినా దాని గురించి చెప్పాలి
చెప్పిందే ఉన్నది కదా చెప్పిందే ఉంటది వేరేది ఎందుకు ఉంటది
చూసుకుంటే చెప్తున్నా చెప్పి అందుకే
ఆగుతున్నట్టు లేదు కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అయినట్టు ఉన్నది నువ్వు చెప్పేది క్లారిటీగా చెప్తాను కదా